Hey guys, I'm Mark Holmes for Platinum Blonde. You're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY. I'd like to welcome you to our interview with Mark from Platinum Blonde. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks.
I just want to say thank you for taking the time to have a chat today.
You know, no worries.
So the other day I was actually going through some of my family shared record collection and I came across these gems right here.
Yeah.
When you see these, what are the first thoughts that come to mind?
What was I thinking, right? I remember this was like very, very, very cold outside when we did this. And this, next one, if I go this, they wanted us to look all summery, so they painted tans on us. Those are the things I mostly remember.
You had to get tan beforehand?
No, we didn't have a tan, so we painted it on.
Well, tonight you're playing a show in Toronto at the Danforth Music Hall.
Yeah, we don't often do Toronto, so it's good.
This show's part of, you've been calling it a Christmas show.
Have we calling it a Christmas show like on Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah, it's our Twitter people. I thought I'd turn my phone off. Sorry about that. It's gone away now.
So just being that it's a Christmas show, Christmas was yesterday,
Then I should be doing a Christmas song.
Tonight?
In fact, I'll pull one together. I did write a combination Hanukkah Christmas song that I thought might work. Maybe I'll try that tonight.
Okay. I look forward to hearing that.
Yeah, I haven't thought of it in years. I'll just rehearse it in the dressing room and play it acoustically, probably.
Oh, it's one you wrote a while back, not for...
Yeah, it was. Yeah. We never ended up playing it. I think we did once, but no. Yeah, it might be good.
It's a good time to break it out.
I think so, yeah.
Did you do anything for Christmas yesterday?
Yeah, I'm actually, I was at my sister's and I'm the designated cook because people are frightened of my sister's cooking. It's not her fault. She's just good at other things, just not that. So they always hope I'm going to come and cook the turkey, so I did. Oh,
so you're a good chef, you'd say, or?
I think so, yeah. I think so. Better than most, maybe. Maybe not. That's just my opinion.
Well, a big part that's coming up for this year is, of course, New Year's. Going into the New Year, do you have any traditions that you take part in?
Not really. For the last 15 years, I've been basically working every New Year's. Whether DJing or doing a big DJ show or doing a band show. So this is my first year off in a long time, so I'm not quite sure what to do. I've no specific tradition. No, like I always call my mum at 7 o'clock to say Happy New Year because it's New Year's for us back home. So I'll call my mom and I'll always drink a bottle of champagne. Not a bottle, depending on what I'm doing, but at least I'll have a toast to the New Year's for my New Year's. And sometimes it's even earlier if we're in the West Coast, if we're in California or something. It's add another 3 hours onto that earlier, and basically I'm drunk in the afternoon.
Just going back to the show for a moment tonight, you actually posted on Facebook how you're going to have a couple surprises. 2 of those surprises being new songs.
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
We do have band versions of these songs, but the acoustic version really helps people get more intimate with the track. So it's worked out. I think and also every time we do premiere a new song before an album comes out, it's all over YouTube. So there's no real surprises there.
Sure.
So when we're premiering a new song now before the album comes out, we'll do it acoustically or do it a different version. So when the album does come out, you can have more than one version, right?
How long has this new album been in the works for? Because this is going to be your first album since 2012.
Yeah, it's about a year and a half, I think.
Okay.
Well, the last one did pretty well, and we got lots of really good remixes out of it from different DJs and stuff. So hopefully this one is even more friendly to different interpretations for remixes. So,
how's the album coming along?
It's coming along okay. We haven't done the vocals for any of the songs yet, but we've certainly worked on the instrumentation for quite a while, many moons.
Well, for your solo record that you released, I believe it was 2007, it was called Are You Sitting Comfortably, which is, of course, taken from It Doesn't Really Matter. The very intro of that song.
That's my mum, yeah.
Do you plan on maybe titling the new album an older Platinum Blonde lyric, or?
Not really, because we have the title for the new album. It's called the Sympathy Orchestra.
Okay.
I was walking by a big concert hall, and it says this I don't know, London Symphony Orchestra, and I thought, that would be really cool. Sympathy Orchestra instead of symphony, so that's what it's called.
A spark just went, I guess.
Spark went. I thought that's a good name for a record.
Yeah. And before you mentioned how you DJ.
When it comes to the DJing stuff, I've put that on hold, and my remix is on hold, because I've been working quite hard on the Blonde record. But next year I'm diving right back into it. It's been too long. It's been like a year or so since I've been off, and I miss that culture as well, because I really like that electronic culture as well. And I think it reflects in the music that we do on the new stuff, because we sound very current, and we also sound, relevant to what's going on. Because when I was doing remixes way back in, even back in 2007 and stuff, there were so many bands that sounded like Platinum Bomb's first album. I was turning into dance music, doing remixes, cranking up the beats and stuff like that. And so I realized that maybe it would be a good time to actually come out with something new. And of course, when we did come out with that, Robert Smith was singing Not in Love with Crystal Castles, and then everything just happened at once. So the timing was good. So I think the timing is going to be good for this one as well. Looking forward to it.
When it comes to DJing, what are some of your go-to tracks? Is there one band that you love to play, or is it kind of just
over? My go-to tracks generally my original stuff. I'm one of those DJs like to play a lot of originals, or a remix that I do. And I don't put a lot of it on the cloud anymore, because there's a lot of DJs who are just not putting stuff on the cloud anymore, because you got to have your own things for live, and you want people to see you live and think, wow, that was wicked, how do I get that? And they hold the phone up to try and get the song, and there's nowhere to be found, right? Yeah. That's kind of, you've got, DJs will always tell you, especially the big guys, that you've got to save some things for yourself. So I got that from a friend of mine who said, Mark, save a lot of that, because I'm always putting stuff out there, and before I know it, everybody's playing that one track, and then I go out and it's like I'm copying somebody else, even though it's my signature track. But
Which is outside of the DJing, outside of Platinum Blonde or cooking, is there anything else that you like doing for fun? What are some other things you dabble in?
Well, this year I'm going to learn how to scuba dive and go to look at shipwrecks. I've put it off for a long time. When I was a little kid, I used to put a diving mask on and pretend I was swimming underwater. And in England, it's not a lot of beautiful blue water. If you do go into the water, it's really, really, really cold. And if you go to the beach, you have to walk for about a mile to get to the water. It looks like it's right there, but it's not. It just keeps going and going and going. And when you get there, it's cold. So I've always really admired the tropical fish and swimming and so I really want to do it. So that's hopefully I'll be a diving enthusiast. Or I might hate it and just say, this is horrible, man. I can't breathe in this thing. I'm panicking.
The dream slightly crushed.
Yeah.
Do you know where you want to go for that?
I don't know, just somewhere where there's colourful
somewhere
fish
warm.
And the water is very, very warm. Yes, I like warm water. Yikes. Cold stuff doesn't do my dreams very, very, very good.
Well, when I first saw this show was announced, the feedback from your fans through all of your social media was just absolutely crazy. People were so excited, jumping on the show, commenting, liking everything. So it's obvious you have a very strong and loyal fan base over the years. So just to wrap everything up today, is there anything you want to say to your fans who are going to be viewing?
Well, it's an interesting fan base. It's actually a weird fan base if you really look at it, because most people know who their fans are. They're this specific age group. Like when we came out, our fans were from 8 to 16, and then of course they grew with us as we matured into other things. But now there's original fans that have teenagers for kids and stuff, and they're all at the front row. And so tonight was, we're a little bit upset tonight because we weren't aware that it wasn't all ages. We only do all ages shows now because of the amount of. Remember when Crystal Castles came out with that Not in Love, that also sparked a whole new interest with a whole other new group of fans. So when you see our shows, it's not like you're going to see some 80s band, some classic 80s band where you can see everybody in that era was either a kid in the 80s or a grown up in the 80s. You can tell. Our audience, you'd never tell in the world. You just think it was a regular concert. It's just happening now. So it's hard to. It's almost hard to sometimes, like we were playing America, and some people the newer fans are so familiar with the 2012 record They don't even know our other stuff at all. They just know that one, that's it. So we're in a weird place, you know, re-educating some people who don't know much about us with the old stuff and educating the people who are fans with our new stuff. So it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but hey, we've overcome bigger mountains, right? And that's, if you really think about it, it's a good problem to have, right?
Oh, yeah.
I would never want to be one of those bands ever who just tours their old music and you know, go on stage, they're all, you know, they gain weight and they're all, you know, and out of shape, and it's just a huge disappointment to me. I would never want to be one of those bands. You know, we've got to have new music, got to have new material, and we'll tour that, and always keep writing, because if you get off that world and just watch it go round, you've already started the countdown to, you know, oblivion. So why not just keep going, keep writing, keep alive? You know, the past is great, and it should be revered and it's a precious thing, but it's not living. And we're living, and we want to continue to live with music that makes us excited and happy and new. And that's probably what most bands who are still going, or bands that stay together for a very, very long time and still release records, I think that's an important thing. Because people shouldn't look at a musical career as something as just a couple of years at the most. They should look at it as something they can do for the whole entire life, you know, and realize that when they do get success, be very, very careful, because you get this idea in your head that I'm always going to be successful, and it's just not the case. Some people get these great successes, and all of a sudden, oh, I've had enough of that, I'm doing this now, and they forget what made them successful in the first place, and they lose the plot. That's an English expression. You lose the plot, which is kind of what they do, and then they try so hard to get back, and before you know it, they've lost what made them good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
So.
I've been listening to you guys since I was about this tall.
Oh, quite
Definitely have the cool factor, and I'm so excited that I'm 20 and can make it to the show tonight. So
Terrific.
Yeah, just thank you so much for talking with us today. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and remember, everyone viewing can visit us at amusicblogger.com for exclusive interviews and features with your favorite bands. See you next time.
Bye.